Hello there, this is Richard Spirits Gaiden, and this is the Action Replay for the Sega Saturn. The Action Replay is a little plug-in cart, goes into the top of your Saturn, and it lets you, amongst other things, save your games, like it was a Saturn inbuilt memory. It lets you play import games, I believe, if you're trying to play imports, although I don't use that functionality. It lets you put cheats in for certain games. The ones that are listed, I'm not sure if you can update it, but it also has a 4 megabyte expansion for your Capcom games, a 1 megabyte expansion for your SNK games, and yeah, generally it's a pretty damn handy device. So I just thought I'd do a little short video just displaying what it can do. Here we have a list of cheats that are built in. Now you can enter your own cheats through some sort of manager thing, which I haven't tried, and some of the games in this list I don't own, but for the games I do own, yeah, you get a nice little selection of unlockables that are in the games anyway, plus extra bits and bobs that aren't. So we're going to test this out with Panzer Dragoon. So I just scroll up to Panzer Dragoon, and I've got the Japanese version. You have to pick the right region for your game. And here we go. We've got instant lock-on missiles, unlimited credits, invincibility, and fly fast. So invincibility and fly fast, brackets wizard mode, those are built-in cheats in the game. I think instant lock-on missiles isn't, so we'll leave that on. And I believe on the title screen, when you've got those checked on, the title screen will tell you which ones you have in the actual game. So start the game with selected cheats, and off we go. So the Action Replay is available pretty readily actually on Amazon, and I guess other sites like eBay, and although I don't use eBay because reasons, and it's about 33 quid, but what you get for that is you do get, like I said, the memory card. There we go, invincible mode and wizard mode are activated on the title screen. And the memory cards by themselves are about 15 quid, the Sega Saturn ones. So for that it's quite handy. And then you get the import compatibility, although it does, if you've got a PAL machine, from what I remember from back in the day, if you play a Japanese game on a PAL machine, you still get borders, even if it does run. So things like Capcom fighting games will have borders on them. It's a pretty nifty little device. I've got to say that, yeah, I've got mine plugged in all the time, and the compatibility with the different RAM upgrade games is excellent, so I don't need to keep unplugging and plugging it in. Any RAM upgrades, that is. Anyway, so we've got wizard mode on here, and as you can see, wizard mode runs at a faster frame rate than normal Panzer Dragoon, and I am invincible. Indeed invincible. I've crashed into a couple of things and it doesn't hurt me. Yeah, the gameplay on Panzer Dragoon, unfortunately, is locked to the frame rate somehow, so it doesn't play at the same speed. It plays faster. The whole game runs faster. I mean, the gameplay runs faster, not just the frame rate. So the music isn't queued up, because they've queued the music to the on-screen action when they did the compositions. So you don't get the music in the same spots you do when you play it in non-wizard mode. So here you can see it does look faster and a bit more fluid on wizard mode. The other thing that I activated, which you can see from the larger screen, is my reticule is going nuts. It's just spinning continuously. That's the lock-on. So it's locking on all the time without me having to hold the button down. So literally all I have to do is move my cursor over the enemies and press the button. Don't know how useful that is, to be fair. There are areas where you need to use your tappy tap button, but it still lets you do that. Yeah, so it's someone's found the code for that, put it on the Action Replay for everybody to use. That's what I'm saying about you can probably find more codes on the internet, and there's a code entering menu in the Action Replay when you boot it up. and you could probably activate more codes for your games. I don't really use cheats a lot, so if you're using it for cheats alone, it might not be worth the cash, because it's 33 quid's not an inconsiderable lump of money. But as you can see here, like, I'm already inside the building and on wizard mode, and I'm still flying around outside with the water on the standard mode. But if, like me, you've got loads of 4 megabyte and 1 megabyte carts, games that use those carts, it just saves you a lot of hassle. And it's also really handy to have a backup memory device plugged in at the same time. So I don't have to keep putting those 2032 batteries into my Saturn. I can just use this cartridge and back up to the cartridge all the time, which is, well, less painful. Although I didn't have any save games on the cartridge at the moment because I have cleaned it off with a video. If you want to copy something from the internal menu to the cartridge, it's very easy. You just use the built-in dialogue, and yeah, it's damn cool. So that's the action replay. Apparently you can also get a thing called Sega Saturn, which relies on the action replay. It relies on you hacking an action replay, and that will allow you to play backups of the games that you own, just burnt CDs essentially, which is fairly handy. If you don't want to, say, scratch your copy of Hyperdual by getting it out of this box, you could burn it to a CD and play it to your heart's content without worrying about £1,000 being scratched to oblivion. So that's quite handy. I might do that one day. Those well, there was a bout of people doing that for profit on something like Etsy, and I'm not sure that they you can buy those Sega Saturn cards that much these days. They're usually about double the price, to be fair, because I think there's a lot of faffing around involved. Anyway, that's the action replay. It's groovy. Even if you don't like cheats, it's not just a cheat thing. It does do lots of different other stuff, which is groovy. Look into it. It's cool. Alright, ta-ra.